Now, my initial reaction to this particular 911 Turbo is that something has gone badly wrong during its construction. I can put my arm up here. Someone's taken the roof off it. That's right. It's a 911 Turbo cab. Not a vehicle I normally like. Let's have a little go in it, shall we? Now, Porsche claims that the Turbo cab is a significant improvement over the previous generation 997 Turbo cab, and sitting here, I have to say it does feel as such. However, it still weighs the thick end of 1,700 kilograms, so it's a big, lazy thing for a 911. Then again, it does have 500 horsepower and 479 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, those are outrageous numbers. And there's an overboost facility that takes you beyond 500 foot-pounds of torque, so it does feel like a rocket sled. This car's got the manual gearbox, which isn't anything like as efficient as extracting all that performance as the PDK, but you know what? I'm starting to prefer the manual shift in these 911s than the PDK. The PDK somehow isn't quite as intuitive as I thought. So this stick feels quite good. However, it's a really short, quite aggressive frictional action, and the ratios are very short. You just chomp through the gears so quickly. There are other strange things going on as well. The new four-wheel drive system is great on the road, but here where we've got some space to play, I know it's not that relevant. But the car just wants to fight you. Every time you want to put the car into oversteer or understeer, it tries to do the opposite thing, which means you spend your whole time wrestling with a Porsche, which isn't that enjoyable, it has to be said. Can you hear that sort of cuckoo noise when you back off the throttle from the new variable turbine turbos as well? Wait there, wait there. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Seems to me that Porsche has decided to go in a very deliberate direction with the Turbo 911s now. That's both the coupe and the convertible. They want to make them into just awesome, competent GT cars, but in doing so, I feel that they have engineered out some of the character in the car. I know people like me guff on about character. It's not definable, it's all subjective, but this does just feel like a very, very fast 911. It doesn't feel like a car that I want to live with and I want to adore. And at, 118 grand for this one, you probably should be wanting to do that. There's some very interesting stuff going on with the chassis. If you back off, you can make the tail follow you around, like that, but you've got to be quite quick with it. And as you're trying to straighten the car, it's trying to straighten itself as well, so it becomes quite aggressive. It will just about oversteer under power, but it's got awesome traction. I mean, I'm low speed, second gear, full power now. I mean, it just beggars belief how much traction it summons. And with the sport button on, there's a little bit of noise as well, but this engine is nothing in terms of character compared to the old Metzger split case 6, which sadly has been lost. This is the new DFI engine. Very smooth, very capable, but again quite anodyne and ordinary. I hope I'm painting a picture here of a very competent but slightly characterless car.